Imagine floating weightlessly, gazing down at Earth from hundreds of miles above. The view is breathtaking, but inside your body, an invisible battle is raging. Without gravity, your bones weaken, your muscles shrink, and even your blood forgets where to flow. Space is not just a new frontier, it's a hostile environment that forces the human body to change in extraordinary ways. So, how do astronauts survive and even thrive in these extreme conditions? From the moment a rocket leaves Earth's atmosphere, the human body begins adapting in ways that seem almost alien. Without gravity's constant pull, muscles no longer need to work as hard to keep us upright. Over time, they begin to waste away in a process called muscle atrophy. Astronauts on the International Space Station exercise for at least 2 hours every day using specialized equipment like resistance machines and treadmills to combat this. Without this rigorous routine, they could lose up to 20% of their muscle mass in just a week. The longer the mission, the more critical exercise becomes. Even with strict workouts, astronauts still return to Earth noticeably weaker, requiring weeks of rehabilitation to regain their strength. Bones face a similar challenge. On Earth, our skeletons constantly rebuild themselves in response to weight-bearing activities like walking or running. In space, where those forces disappear, bones stop regenerating as quickly, leading to a condition similar to osteoporosis. Astronauts can lose 1 to 2% of their bone density every month, especially in their hips and legs. Scientists are still studying how much of this loss is permanent, but countermeasures like high-intensity workouts and proper nutrition help slow the damage. Some research suggests that certain medications used to treat osteoporosis on Earth may also help astronauts, but the long-term effects remain uncertain. One of the strangest adaptations happens to the cardiovascular system. On Earth, gravity pulls blood downward, forcing the heart to work harder to pump it back up. In space, blood redistributes evenly, pooling in the chest and head. This gives astronauts puffy faces and skinny legs, a phenomenon nicknamed space bird legs. At the same time, the heart doesn't have to work as hard, causing it to weaken over time. Some astronauts even experience vision changes because the increased pressure in their heads flattens the backs of their eyeballs, leading to a condition called spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome. Doctors are still trying to understand why this happens and how to prevent it, especially for long-duration missions like a trip to Mars. The immune system also behaves differently in space. Stress, radiation, and microgravity weaken the body's defenses, making astronauts more susceptible to infections. Studies show that some viruses, like herpes, can reactivate in space, even if they were dormant for years. Scientists worrying that long-duration missions could leave astronauts vulnerable to illnesses unless new medical solutions are developed. Some experiments suggest that the immune system's ability to detect and fight pathogens may be impaired in microgravity, which could pose serious risks during deep space travel. Researchers are exploring everything from advanced medications to specialized diets to keep astronauts healthy on future missions. Perhaps one of the most surprising adaptations is in the brain itself. Floating in microgravity confuses the inner ear, which normally helps us balance. Many astronauts experience space motion sickness for the first few days, feeling dizzy and nauseated until their brains adjust. Over time, they learn to rely more on visual cues than inner ear signals. When they return to Earth, some struggle to walk straight or even stand without stumbling until their brains readapt to gravity. Some astronauts report that their perception of distance and speed changes in space, making simple tasks like catching a floating object more challenging than expected. Sleep is another major hurdle. Without the natural day-night cycle of Earth, astronauts often struggle with insomnia or disrupted sleep patterns. The International Space Station orbits Earth every 90 minutes, meaning astronauts experience a sunrise and sunset every 45 minutes. To help regulate their circadian rhythms, the ISS uses artificial lighting that mimics daylight, but many astronauts still rely on sleep aids to get enough rest. Poor sleep can affect mood, concentration, and overall health, making it a critical issue for long-term space travel. Radiation is another silent threat. Earth's magnetic field protects us from most cosmic radiation, but in space, astronauts are exposed to much higher levels. This increases their risk of cancer, cataracts, and other health problems over time. Shielding technology exists, but it's heavy and impractical for long missions. Scientists are studying everything from antioxidant-rich diets to advanced materials that could better protect astronauts on future journeys to Mars and beyond. Despite all these challenges, the human body is remarkably resilient. Astronauts returning from long missions often recover most of their muscle and bone strength within months. Scientists use their experiences to develop better treatments for people on Earth, from osteoporosis patients to bedridden seniors. Each mission teaches us more about how far humans can push their limits and what it will take to survive the journey to Mars and beyond. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, space doesn't just change rockets and technology, it changes us. And as we prepare for longer voyages, understanding these adaptations could mean the difference between life and death in the final frontier. Would you dare to take the journey? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing science content.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.